oh, this is a good one. Oh, this is really gonna spark some conversation. Kind of a long one, but I'll eventually throw it up on the screen when the time is right. Not right now, but when the time is right. Now it says, man tested his date by saying he left his wallet at home, and this is how it went. It is a little bit longer for you guys, but stay with me. I'm a very okay, decent, kind of, sort of decent reader. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Let's just get right into it. Now it says the man's name is Jeremiah Fly. I don't know why I'm just peeping the last name, but whatever. Okay. It says, I took this female out to eat about 2 weeks ago, and I tested her. We ordered our food and had a nice time, just talking over food and getting to know each other. I'm not going to front. I was feeling shorty, and not just because she was beautiful. Her mindset is what got me. But when we was done eating, and I asked for the bill, the lady came back with it. I said, "Dang, I left my wallet at home. You think you can pay for the food, and I'll give you the money back when we get back home?" She just got up and left. All I can do was laugh and shake my head. But I goes in my pockets, pays for the bills, and leave a $10 tip. The lady said, "Thank you, and you are a very smart man. Sometimes you have to test them to see if they are the one or not." I never spoke to her after that. Woo-wee. Now let's really talk about this, right? Really break it down, because I feel like this happens a lot of times, especially in this whirlpool of dating that we got going on. When you go out on a date, most women are already expecting, like, okay, cool, the man is gonna pay, it's all good, no harm, no foul, right? Honestly, okay. How I want to say this, because I'm gonna really break this down, like what happened on this day. Now, first, the fact that this girl got up and left after finding out this man had potentially left his wallet at home and made her leave, to me, that's a red flag. As I'm reading through the post, like, oh, they're having a good time, they're vibing, and he said something very key that most y'all women not gonna really take to the heart. He said not only was she beautiful, but it was her mindset. 10 out of 10, most men, we gonna go with a woman who got a strong mindset, a good personality, and she like a 6, you know what I mean? Like all them 10s that don't be having no good conversation, all this stuff for, man, men are not dying and getting to the front of the line to be with this girl. At the end of the day, we want somebody who's gonna actually, support us, actually love us. Like, it's not like we need somebody to baby for us, but it's like, actually care for us, you know what I mean? Like, give a damn about stuff that we got going on, not just you. Somebody that can have like a real genuine conversation, not just about, what Cardi B did on IG or what girls on Baddies Club fighting. Like, we don't care about none of that stuff. So the fact that he mentioned that she had a beautiful mindset, look, we only know one side of the story. We just know his side of the story, and we don't know her side of the story. But based off what I'm hearing, it sounds like the date went well. No, because if the date didn't go well, she wouldn't have even been there by the time the bill had came out, right? But the fact that all that goes out the window because this man potentially forgot his wallet. Now, we're going to really break this down, because I feel like, cool, as a woman, a guy asks you out on a date, cool, y'all want to go, that's fine. No harm, no foul, right? But the problem is, I feel like as an adult, if you're going anywhere where you possibly have to pay any type of money for any services or just to be there in general, why is you leaving out the house with no money? Now, I get it. You're like, well, I'm going on a date, so, typically the man should pay. That is right. Typically the man should pay, but if he doesn't pay, y'all gonna embarrass both y'all because you was too prideful to bring money. And the problem I have with this, especially like for men, like when we go on dates, like we just trying to go on a date with a girl. We don't really care where we go to eat. We're not that super picky. And even if we are picky, we gonna find something on the menu to eat. It's not like we just not gonna eat, right? Now, the problem I have with that is the fact that this woman probably even picked the restaurant. She didn't bring no money, and then she left when the bill came. Honestly, I think this man dodged a bullet, if we being honest, because I feel like that's a tell signs about, well, you can tell a lot about a woman just by that alone. I've told stories about this podcast dealing with women that are a little bit more materialistic, and I should have took that as a red flag. Did I? No, I didn't. So I'm gonna applaud this man because he took all the precaution steps that he possibly should have taken before investing in this woman. The fact that this woman wasn't, okay, cool, go on a date with somebody, obviously you're invested in some type of way. Even if you didn't spend any money, it's your time. Everybody values time. We all only get 24 hours. So what we pick to choose in our day is very vital. And it says a lot about what our interest is and what we actually care to do. So the fact that she took time out of her day to go on this date, then bring no money and still left. So at the end of the day, she just wasted her whole day, right? No, now I think about it, she ain't even wasted her whole day. She got a free meal out this because he still had to pay, and then she left. And she did not eat before the bill came, but obviously the food comes before the bill comes, correct? Correct. So the whole time they vibing, having a good time, she eating. They was probably somewhere expensive too. You know, women are a trip, bro. Because when we take women on date, they buy stuff that they wouldn't even buy for themselves. Let me break it down. I used to date this girl, right? I don't even want to say I used to date this girl. I've been on dates with this girl before, right? Now, when we go on dates, you know, we go to the movies, we might go to the dinner before, whatever the case may be. We go to the movie theaters, we getting the extra large popcorn. No, not just for the both of us. Like, I'm gonna get a large and she gonna get a large. I'm gonna get a Pepsi, she gonna get a Dr. Pepper. I'm gonna get some Sour Patch Kids, she gonna get some Hershey Crunch Bites. And she might still want some nachos on top of that. This is when I'm paying. When she gotta pay, we splitting a medium drink, we get a medium popcorn, and we splitting a box of M&Ms. It's completely different. When the women gotta pay compared to when the man gotta pay, it's completely different. So the fact that you possibly may have run up a bill, they were probably eating lobster, clams, oyster. You know, women love seafood boil bag nowadays now. Why? Because they be so expensive. It's like $50 for a bag on the good side for real. But the fact that all this happened, she wasn't willing to pay, even though she might have had the idea to go to this place. Like I said, red flag. If she is not willing to invest any type of funds towards what you got going on before the situation even gets started, that's a red flag. Because how expensive could the date have been that she was not able to pay? And I was also having conversations like, okay, well, maybe she was just being financially responsible, or maybe she didn't want to let him, or maybe she felt like she didn't want to have to pay for the date, and then they leave, and then he still want to try to get some cheeks. I hear all those complaints. I hear them loud and clear. But like I said, it is a case by case situation, and that's the only way that we can honestly view it. Right now, leaving out the house, you got the bread for this, you got the bread for this, whatever. I'm just leaving it at this. The woman was dead wrong for this. Okay, now whether we believe the story is real or not, I believe it is real just because, like I said, I gave you a little situation with stories. When I go on dates, it's like, when we go to the concession stand, I'm spending about $40, $50. She paid for the concession stand. We only spent like $15, and we sharing everything. That ain't cool. So is that okay? Let's. I'm not going because we gonna get in a long tangent about some other stuff. Let's just say right on this woman right now. First of all, my man dodged a bullet because clearly she's a criminal. You ate some free food and you left. Red flag, criminal. Get her out of here, my boy. You look. You saved yourself, right? You saved yourself a big headed down the line because later down the line you might have bailed this girl out of jail because, as you can see, she has a history of eating food and not paying for it and leaving.